10 seconds.
I think so.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh my
I'm going to be honest. I did not prepare for that. Even though
Dude, I literally just said you can do the intro.
I know
Because you watch more Brendan Fraser than I do.
I didn't know what to say aside from his name, his beautiful, glorious name, Brendan
was-
Fraser. The Renaissance is here.
Oh. Yeah, I was expecting you to start singing the George of the Jungle theme.
You sing that.
No.
George of the jungle, friend to you and me.
Ah!
Watch out for that tree.
Bonk.
There you go.
Brendan
Brendan Fraser.
I was nervous when you put this in our drive.
Why were you nervous?
I've only seen like a couple of his films.
Well, I'm gonna be your teacher in the Brendan Fraser filmography acting.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it.
So, Brendan Fraser, what do you know about him so far?
He was in Inkheart. He was in The Mummy.
He was in the
And
Mummy.
George of the Jungle. That's those are the three.
He was in the Mummy too.
Yep. I had George of the Jungle on VHS.
Same here.
Feeling super old these recent episodes.
Yeah.
Talking about VHSs, Spider-Man, our first episode, 20 years
Spider-Man,
old.
yeah.
I feel like boomers recently.
I know. But George of the Jungle is classic because was it a parody of Tarzan? Yeah, it was.
I think so.
Yeah. I think so too. But what I liked about that movie was it reminded me a lot of like The Naked Gun and Airplane, except
Mhm.
in a kid version. It didn't have like the sexual humor that you would associate with Airplane and stuff. It's
I
like,
hope
oh,
not.
you can't show that to your kids. George of the Jungle? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can show it to your kids.
Laugh
It's
riot.
goofy. It's goofy funny, but also breaks the fourth wall.
It's unfortunately been a long time since I've seen it. There was a sequel as well, right?
Yeah, without Brendan Fraser, so we're not talking about that.
Oh, he wasn't in it?
No.
I could swear I can imagine his face on the VHS tape.
It was like what was it?
He had a kid, right?
He had a kid. Yeah. That was so weird. Like the gorilla was in it. What was the gorilla's name? Some British gorilla. It's like, oh George, you scoundrel,
I
you
only-
cannot be swinging like that. I don't know. Is
I,
that?
don't know. I watched the movie a few times when I was a kid, but I was more into the TV show.
Yeah.
cartoon.
Remember the YTV?
YTV.
I was gonna say YTV TV show, and that just sounded so weird.
Well,
Just say Nickelodeon if we were American, whatever.
I grew up on YTV as well.
Same. No, I'm just saying it's just so redundant saying YTV TV show.
Just say YTV show then.
Okay, George of the Jungle show.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember it too. It was. I don't know anything else other than I watched the show as a kid.
It was hilarious. I remember that. I remember it was a blast. I enjoyed watching it. It was one of those shows that like came on and I wasn't if I saw it on Guide, I wouldn't really care to watch it, but if it came on, I'd be like, "All right, I'm watching George of the Jungle."
You know what always came on YTV? Not on YTV, but I think it was a specific channel. Looney Tunes Back in Action. Starred my boy Brendan Fraser, as we have said before. But the thing I liked about that movie was it incorporated the Looney Tunes characters, not like Space Jam, creatively. It actually incorporated them like, oh yeah, like we're going on an adventure. Oh my gosh, this is so cool and stuff like that. And I wanted a sequel so badly as a kid. I was like, why didn't they make a sequel? And then I found out that it flopped hard at the
Really?
box office. It didn't make any money. It cost so much to make and nothing happened. The villain was Steve Martin.
Really?
Yeah, he was the president of Acme Co.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And he's like, I need
I
to.
wasn't really much of a Looney Tunes guy, to be perfectly honest with you. By the way, if this is your first time watching our channel,
Holy crap, did we miss that?
I didn't say welcome to the Real Talk Podcast.
I'm so
if this is
sorry.
your first time watching, this is what it is, man.
This is what it is. Let me,
He cut that right before we started editing, by the way. Or filming, I should say.
yeah. So,
That's a boy. That's the king right there.
pray for Brendan Fraser.
This is your first time. Keep it on there. If this is
Yeah.
your first time watching,
Yeah, this is your.
if this is your first time watching, welcome to our channel. If you're listening to us on Spotify, check out our YouTube channel because we'll have the video component of this episode, and you'll be able to see Neves holding a beautiful friend, Brendan Fraser, straight up to the camera.
Yes.
If you enjoy this episode, leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. It's free, and you won't have any regrets.
So, my history with Brendan Fraser dates back to probably 2015, 2016.
Really?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because I remember watching the Mummy movies and loving them, except the third one. The third one's bad,
Hmm.
but the first two are great.
There
And
was
I
quite a
was,
gap between the second and the third, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like by 8 years, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But besides the point, ooh, besides the point, I remember and I was like, oh, where's Brendan Fraser now? Like, you know how there's some actors that you just haven't
Hmm.
heard from in a while?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
He was one of them, so I looked him up, and he wasn't in that many movies, and whatever movies they weren't good.
Hmm.
So I was like, I felt bad. So I wanted to spread the love. I wanted to spread the love and be like, you know what, Brendan Fraser, he's gonna come back, and to support him, I'm gonna post memes to my friends in high school, pictures of Brendan Fraser.
Thankfully, Neves and I weren't really close back then, so I didn't get any of these.
No, no, it was mainly Jacob, sometimes Christian. If I wanted to piss off Christian, I would spam Brendan
You,
Fraser pictures
you
at
know what I
him.
used to do to piss off Christian back
What?
in data management and English? I used to always just be like, "If your name is
Oh
Christian
yeah,
and you're really
he
handsome,
still hates it.
come on, raise your
It's like, God
hand."
damn it.
Remember, I tried to do
It's
that
been
while you
too
were writing a
long.
data management test, and you got so triggered at me. You're like, "Josh, I'm writing a test right now."
Yeah, that's fair. If your name, anyways,
You're.
no, I used to do that a lot. I post the Brendan Fraser
Mhm.
memes, and I was just like, when is he gonna be in something? When is he
But
gonna
what
be in
started?
something?
It's like, why did you feel this way about Brendan Fraser?
I think the reason is because he's just that actor that like has that distinct look to him and mannerisms that I always loved in like an actor like him. He's been in serious roles, he's been in action roles, comedic roles. Like I don't know. There's something about him that I'm just like he should be like on the same spectrum as like I don't know, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. I wish he was like the third guy,
Yeah.
with those three, but he wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess fuck Casey Affleck then.
Okay, Casey Affleck, I get it, but I'm just saying like
I know. I
Ben
know.
and Matt seem
Well,
to be more together.
just so the viewers know how much Neves loves Brendan Fraser. I, I'm friends with Neves on Spotify, and he has a playlist called "It's Definitely a Phase." Want to know what the profile pic is? Brendan
In
Fraser.
a cowboy hat.
That's how I found out he liked Brendan Fraser. We
Yeah.
just started. I followed you on Spotify, and I was like, "What the hell?" It was when we were filming Cupid, and I
Yeah.
remember we had to drive to the graveyard
Yeah.
scene, and you're like, "Josh, we're gonna listen to some Weezer." Listen-
Brendan Fraser and
and
Weezer.
then
Hell
I
yeah.
see you go on your phone, and I'm like, "Wait, hold on, what is that?" And I'm like, "Wait, it's definitely a phase." Oh my god, I'm gonna look you up now.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
listen to your playlist every now and then.
How would do you think some of those songs are pretty good?
Oh, of course. I have some of those songs on my playlists.
Nice. There's some
Some
obscure ones that I remember listening to years ago that
Yeah.
I found on Spotify.
Accidentally in Love. That's on my
Oh,
songs
Counting
playlist.
Crows, yeah. I
Absolutely.
added Mr. Jones in there too,
Oh, I
because
love that song.
like I was like, why didn't I? And I'm gonna
Mr.
add the Elton John song
Johnson.
too,
What?
Christian.
Which one?
Sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
That's probably my favorite Elton John song.
Really.
It's so good. And then Doja Cat had to like on it. I whatever.
Oh,
Anyways,
I was listening to some Doja Cat on the way here.
no, you can listen to Doja Cat. I'm not a fan of that song because I'm like I would rather just listen to
Yeah.
the Elton John one.
And then was it Doja Cat who did a cover of Rocket Man? Rocket Man's probably my favorite one by Elton John.
Did she?
I think so.
Dang, I have not heard
Or
it.
I know that somebody has done a cover of Rocket Man.
Taylor Edgerton did it.
Oh, no. I mean like, well, I know that one.
Oh, you mean like a remix?
Like a remix of it.
Oh.
Dog.
Hey, Josh, pull it up. As you are
Shamey.
pulling it up, Brendan Fraser has been an amazing actor. His comeback, I saw that growth within his comeback as I was following him because I was like, wait a minute, he's in the show called Doom Patrol. What is this? Damn, that's loud.
Sorry.
It's fine. He was in the show called Doom Patrol, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, yes. And then
That's
he's like,
that's where I found him again.
and
'Cause
then he was in
on
this movie with
Titans.
Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro, and I'm like, yes, like this guy, he's gonna be in more films. I think he's gonna be in a Scorsese film too. And I'm like, yes, like freaking.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
a-
that. I looked him up a little bit while I was at work, and I was like, oh my god, Scorsese film, nice.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy for him. Like, it's so like, don't get me wrong. And you know what? Another thing, the reason why I find Brendan Fraser so fascinating is that he's an actor that has been in so many movies that have bombed,
Hmm.
and I just feel bad for him because I don't want his films to fail. He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action, a film that I love but
Yeah.
flopped. He was in Dudley Do Right,
Uh-huh.
Remember that one?
Nope.
Okay.
I
So,
told you. When I told you I've seen 3 of his films, I was not capping.
do you know Rocky and Bullwinkle?
N- Oh yeah.
So there's a character named Dudley Do-Right. He's like a Canadian
Hmm.
character or whatever, and Brendan Fraser played him.
Yeah.
The film cost $100 million to make. It only made like $7 million back.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was also in a film called Monkey Bone,
Mm-hmm.
which he was co-starring a stop-motion animated monkey named Monkey Bone, and I know this song.
You know it?
Yeah, this is the one I hear on the radio.
I know. I hate it.
I don't like it too.
Sorry?
Yeah, copyright.
yeah.
Copyright.
Ah!
Anyways, Dudley Do Right, and then Monkey Bone that cost $100 million to make, and it only made like $5 million back. And I'm like, Brendan, no, I need you. You can't be in bad flop movies. That's not right.
This-
I want him to be in. So yeah,
How long have we been filming for? Like 10 minutes? Neves has been, for the last 10 minutes, Neves has just been sucking Brendan Fraser's dick. For 10 minutes.
Josh,
I love this episode.
Josh. I need you to understand
Felipe.
that you don't understand the true brilliance of Brendan Fraser.
He has beautiful eyes.
He has beautiful eyes.
You need a map to get out of those eyes.
The Mummy.
They're beautiful.
Let's talk about The Mummy.
The Mummy.
You've seen that.
Of course, it freaked me out as a kid.
The Mummy reminds me of Indiana Jones in the
Yep.
90s,
Mhm.
and I love that.
Yep.
I love it. I love the scene where, because it was legit, where he's getting
Yeah.
hanged.
Hanged.
Thank you, Josh. I know English.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like legit.
He was actually like
Yeah.
being hanged.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what we call fucking dedication. How many actors you know that would do that?
I would do it. Please cast me in another film, Neves.
You better get a thicker neck, man, because I don't know if you
Thick
can make
neck.
it.
Oh my.
You got a thick neck, like.
Just gonna my neck curls from now on. Grab me that 45.
Do the thing that Michael B. Jordan did for Creed 2.
What, bridges?
Yeah, man,
I know I've done bridges before for jujitsu,
that's crazy.
but I'm always scared that I'm gonna like snap my neck and break it and then end up like in a wheelchair. So
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not a competitor, so I don't need to do bridges anymore.
I mean, that's fair. Did you ever watch Blast from the Past?
I've said this 3 times. I saw 3 of his films.
You didn't even. I remember seeing that for religion class. Christian, did you see it for?
Wait, Blast from the Past. So what's in it?
So
if we
it's
saw it in school, then maybe.
yes. So he doesn't know what I mean. It's like I know things. So this class, whatever.
grade?
I don't care.
What grade?
The movie. This was grade 11.
Okay.
So Blast from the Past is basically about Brendan Fraser, Brendan Weezer.
I know what I'm titling this episode.
Ooh wee you, I look just like Brendan Fraser. Okay, so he plays this 19. It starts off in the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this family, this nuclear family or whatever, and they go into a bunker because they hear a false alarm and they think it's legit. So they're like, okay, we have to stay in here. And then they just stay there for 30 years. And Brendan Fraser is like in his 30s now. And he's like, all right, I think we're safe. Let's go out into the real world. And then Brendan Fraser, his values are from the 50s, but he's in the 90s now.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, yippity-dee, yippity-doo.
I remember this movie. That was Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I
And
remember
then-
that movie.
Then he falls in love with
I don't think I watched the
what's her
entirety.
face, and it's just like, oh, because he's from the 50s values and she's the current.
This
and
was
then, I
back
don't know.
when I wanted to be an accountant. So I would like skip religion class to just go sit in the accounting class, in the grade 11 accounting class, just to relearn what I already knew. So I could
Holy
be like,
crap.
yeah.
That's dedication, man.
Yeah, now I'm not going to be an accountant. So then I took grade 12 accounting and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, Mom.
Yeah, I probably get like.
I remember
yeah.
because I watched the first bit of it and then like I would like leave. The
I
only
was-
movie I didn't skip was Schindler's List. Schindler's
Jeez.
List was
Yeah, so
amazing.
that was religion too, right?
that was grade 11 religion.
So religion class, we saw Schindler's List, and I remember seeing American
that was
History
grade
X.
12.
Okay, still, how intense do you have to be to like show those films, regardless of what grade it is? Like that is like,
Yep.
jeez.
They didn't. This was Saint Rock grade 12 religion, boys.
Grade 12 and then grade 11 religion. They're like, you know what? Let's
Go Ravens.
cut Ravens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's watch Schindler's List.
That
That's a long
was.
film
It was
too.
all. Yeah, we watched. It took like a week to watch it.
I saw that the first time seeing Schindler's List was like, oh my god, like it was. I just watched it by myself and it was like a nightmare,
Yeah.
like a legit nightmare. I can't watch that again. It's probably my favorite Spielberg film, but I
You don't want to go through that again.
nope.
Yeah, that's how I feel about a certain movie that I watched recently. We're actually going to be reviewing. I won't get into it because we're going to do it on quick takes. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, I
that's fair.
watched Swan Song.
The
And
Mahershala Ali
I
thing.
can't watch it again.
Yeah, that's fair. It looked like it was
It-
a tough one.
that and the last duel. I don't think I can watch that again.
I'm so jealous you saw both of those movies,
Yep.
and I got two movies that I am gonna
Really?
fume. I'm gonna
See, the
fume
thing
when
is,
that happens.
on our quick takes, I never we only filmed a couple, but I never got to watch a movie that I actually liked. And now I got to watch two movies that I absolutely loved.
I'm not gonna say anything about my picks, but man,
I'm so happy.
I, I'm not my gam. I'm not lucky. Anyways, Airheads.
What is that? Explain that to me.
So this is a film that I saw on Netflix, I believe, or Amazon, whichever it is. I don't care. It starred Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler, and Brendan Fraser.
Uh huh.
They play these rock band group,
That's actually a pretty stacked list.
right? This was
Yeah.
released in the 90s. They play this rock band group that doesn't get their song played on the radio. So their plan is to break into the radio station with guns and say, "Play our damn song." And
Oh
the
my
radio guy
God.
doesn't. And they hold him hostage and I think they get arrested in the end of the movie, and that's the premise.
That's like that episode of SpongeBob when he wrote the "Twinkle Twinkle Patrick Star."
I think they got it from Airheads.
that I would 100% believe that.
So it's not great, but there's actors in it that you would know from like 90s and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's
I mean,
kind
that
of
was
like an
the height
all-star
of Adam
cast.
Sandler's career until Grown Ups.
It was before Billy Madison.
Oh,
Yeah. But still, it's like there's actors in it where it's like, "Oh, this is the police chief. Calm down." It's like, "Hey, I know that guy. Haha, he was from this, you know?" I
Mhm.
don't know examples,
that's
but
fine.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was in that. He played a rock star. He had long hair and yeah. I think he was the lead singer in the movie, and Adam Sandler was like the drummer, and Steve Buscemi was like the bass player.
Yeah. Oh, of course they make him the bass player, the most boring part.
He was funny in it.
Yeah.
Like they were all funny.
No, there's a meme. Just bass players always look bored when they're on stage.
Is that a thing?
I mean, it's a meme. I don't think all bass players feel that way. And I mean, right now with the channel Davey 504, like bass is just such a. I want to learn bass guitar now. Like I play acoustic, but
Yeah.
I want to learn bass now just because I want to slap bass. You know, right? Oh yeah, he's Italian. Of course you'd know him.
Yeah.
Davey 504. He made a lasagna bass. Yeah. He did a video called Bass because he's like, if this video doesn't, he's like, today I'm angry because my last video did not get 1 million likes. If this video does not get 24 million likes in the next 24 hours, I'll just take it down. And he just plays bass. I did like it. And then he got the 24 million, so he just left it up and it's called Bass.
You know what I realized?
Mm.
There's not much else to say about Brendan Fraser other than what I've said already.
That's it's unfortunate, yeah, because I mean his career, like it was really from what I've gathered at least, his career was fantastic, and then at a certain point he just
He was like
disappeared.
this, and then like I think in the mid 2000s, he was like whoop,
It's fucking
and then
jarring.
just recently, I would say like 2019, it started. It was like whoop, the Renaissance,
Yeah, that's
where people were like, "Hey, there's a lot of memes about this guy. Where has he been?
mm-hmm.
He's even been in a Bollywood film, Josh."
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know,
I haven't seen it though.
I saw the clip of him in the movie. Oh my gosh, he is hamming it up.
Yeah,
He's like, he talks like this.
Mhm.
Listen, if you don't get my 10,000,
it's a mafia film.
I'm gonna kick your ass. And that's how Brendan Fraser talks throughout the entire movie. It's beautiful. He's only in it for like 10 minutes, but like,
And you know what's funny? In the cast, he's like the second name in cast. They
Brendan
really
Fraser.
needed to put his.
what is the film called, Josh? What is it called?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna guess right now because it's a Bollywood film and it's action. Wrath of Kings. I'm gonna bet on
No.
that. Wrath of Kings, starring Brendan Fraser.
No, hang on. I googled it earlier.
Like his performance in it is amazing. He's like,
goddamn.
"I love you, man. This is great. We're gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna be great." I don't know. That's
Where
how
is
that's
it?
how he was talking throughout.
Where is it? Hang on. I'm looking for it. Oh, remember Furry Vengeance?
Oh, yes, I do.
Line of Descent.
Line of Descent. That is nothing like the title I just gave. Line of Descent.
Yeah, hang on. I'll give you the synopsis.
Okay.
The story is set against the backdrop of Delhi, where a dysfunctional mafia family is at war with each other. Meanwhile, an undercover officer, along with his team, attempts to bring about their downfall.
Does Brendan?
I considered
Yeah.
watching it because I thought, what's his name? Who's the one Bollywood actor other than Shah Rukh Khan that you know?
You.
Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not him. He kind of. I thought Salman Khan was in it, which is a big name in Bollywood.
Okay, yeah.
And I saw the poster and I thought that was Salman Khan, and then I looked closer and it was Brendan Fraser.
It's like, yo, he's at. Oh, wait. A minute.
Is that Salman? No, that's Brendan Fraser.
Oh,
Hang
yeah.
on. I gotta show you because they kind of from that image he kind of.
I'm gonna compare, because I got Brendan Fraser on my side. Let me see this actor.
Okay, this is what he looks like now because he's a lot older. The face, kind of. So-
I can see the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes.
The eyes
So
kind of
he's
give
a
off.
third guy. He's a third guy. That's Brendan Fraser. I thought that was Salman Khan.
Damn, it's the lighting, man.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So yeah.
I was like Salman Khan.
How
Brendan
long is the
Fraser.
movie?
I don't know. Let's find out.
A Line of
It
Descent.
is 108 minutes. It's actually not that long.
Oh, nice. I might. I'll probably watch the whole movie when I have time.
Yeah.
But yeah. See, Brendan Fraser has done stuff. Furry Vengeance is not a good film, but man, it's something.
I remember the trailers coming out for it, and I really wanted to watch it. I never ended up seeing it. It was one of those movies that I was like, oh, I want to see this, and then I never went to theaters.
Yeah.
I think it was around this. I think Furry Vengeance came out around the same time as Wall-E.
Oh, yeah.
And this was back when like, money was kind of tight. So like, I kind of only went to theaters like once a year. There was a point where
Yeah.
I hadn't gone to a theater for like 5 years because money was tight.
That's
So
fair.
I was like watching it on DVD. I was watching Iron Man over and over again.
Yeah.
Which is why I have such a low level of movies that I've seen.
No, it's
But like there were a lot of movies that I really wanted to see, like Furry Vengeance. That looked like a ton of fun.
yeah.
You know,
But you saw Wally instead.
I saw Wall-E instead. 'Cause
I think
really
you
wanted
made
to
the
see
better decision, Josh. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
it.
Because
I'm-
Furry Vengeance, I remember seeing that at home,
Mhm.
and I mean, the only thing I remember is Brendan Fraser, and he gets skunked. He gets sprayed by a skunk, so
What about-
he gets shirtless in a tub and puts tomato sauce on him, and it's like, yeah,
This is what my career has done.
it's one
I
of
was
those.
in the Mummy. This is bullshit, man.
It's one of those movies where it's like, oh, I'm the business, eco is poo, and then the animals are like, oh yeah, and then they beat the crap out of him, and he's like, actually, environment good, and that's like that's the 90-minute family comedy for you.
So what about Inkheart? I know Neves.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you seen Inkheart?
I have not, and I don't think, hot take, because I am a fan of Brendan Fraser, I don't think he's a good part for Mo.
So you've read the book,
Yeah.
but I haven't read the book, but I saw it.
Oh my
I saw it
gosh.
back in the 3rd grade though.
Okay, yeah. I read the book Inkheart. I think it was for school.
Yeah.
We read the whole book, and the character Mo I found to be very, very interesting. I thought he was a warm, loving father.
Yeah.
I do not picture Brendan Fraser. Here's why.
Why?
That type of father figure, he seems like he's a bigger fella. He seems like he's an older, wiser fella. Like, I was thinking Russell Crowe with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would picture Mo. Like, Mo would be
Like
like
Russell Crowe in Man of Steel.
maybe even, yeah, kind of. That wise, I love that interpretation of Mo. But Brendan Fraser, he's clean shaven, and he's like, yeah, I'm the mummy. And it's like, no, that's not what I think of when I see Mo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I was so like dedicated to that, because I haven't read the book in like over 10 years.
Yeah.
Was it 10 years?
Well, I haven't seen
been
the
a
movie in
while.
over 10 years.
That's
How
what I
long
mean.
ago was the 3rd grade? Jeez. You know, it's been almost 5 years since we graduated.
Josh, I'm kind of getting scared now. I'm kind of you do realize
You know,
I'm going to
students-
graduate college soon too.
Same.
You are too.
I'm gonna graduate university soon.
Brendan Fraser is getting old. Everyone's getting old.
Oh my god! I know what I'm gonna do for the description now. We're having an existential crisis.
How old do you think Brendan Fraser is?
I'm gonna go 60.
Oh, Jesus, man.
How old is he?
He's 53.
God, that's 7 years. My bad. Why are you looking at me like that?
Hey, at least you didn't say, 80.
No, of
I'm
course
like,
not.
oh.
He was in The Mummy. That was in the 90s. So maybe if I was like maybe he's in his early 30s, late 20s, so 30
I
years.
like how the previous episode we did Dwayne Johnson, and Brendan Fraser has worked with Dwayne Johnson in The Mummy Returns, and then Dwayne's like, you know what? I'm gonna kick
Was
you out,
that the
and I'm gonna be Journey 2, baby.
Wait, was The Mummy 2 the one with the really bad CGI
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson?
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Wow.
And Brendan Fraser was in Journey to the Center of the Earth, and then Dwayne's like, I'm gonna be in the sequel. So I don't know if there's a feud between Brendan Fraser and Dwayne because of that. Who knows? Maybe Mummy 4 is gonna come out.
Oh god. Well, the Mummy 4 did come out. It's Tom Cruise
Nope.
now.
Nope. We don't talk about that. That's not a Mummy movie.
It's Tom Cruise and the chick from Kingsman.
Yeah, we don't talk about that movie.
Hmm.
Yep.
Isn't that when they were trying to do like a monster verse, kind of like the MCU?
It was so bad. It was so bad. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have Johnny Depp play the Invisible Man," and we're like, "Oh my gosh, this sounds like the worst idea ever." Javier Bardem's like, "Yes, I'm going to be the Wolf Man or something," and it's like that sounds
That's
terrible.
not gonna sell.
And it didn't
No.
because you want to know what happened to the MonsterVerse? No one knows. The Mummy just came out and it just.
It just disappeared.
And now they're considering The Mummy 4 with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, good. So for the last few, we have a few minutes left. So
Yes.
I want you to do a PSA to bring Brendan Fraser back. You seem very intense about this.
So Universal Studios.
Talk to the audience.
Hi, my name is Matthew. You've seen me before. I know you have. I've been watching your movies for a while. I've been going to your rides for a while too. Brendan Fraser is gonna be in The Mummy 4. Now that's not like a suggestion. That's a demand. That is a demand. Brendan Fraser is gonna be in The Mummy 4, and you're gonna bring in the rest of the cast from the previous Mummy movies. All right, and you're gonna make it better than the last one and the third one. This is gonna be the best Mummy film, and you know what the title's gonna be? The Mummy Resurrection.
Oh my God. Okay. Hello. My name is Joshua Bassoon. I don't know anything about Brendan Fraser, but I like this guy right here,
Hey,
and I want to see Brendan Fraser again too. Make it happen, guys.
Mummy 4.
He's
Brendan
a national
Fraser.
gem.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's
Well,
a good way to end off.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, in the comments, let's see if we can get this trending. Like, bring Brendan Fraser back.
Hashtag Brendan Fraser Mummy 4.
Okay, leave it in the comments. Hashtag Brendan Fraser Mummy 4. Watch us get 0 comments on this video.
We're gonna get comments.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to some
I hope,
fellows
like,
at Universal.
I hope, like, 10
We're
years
gonna
from
get-
now, when we're still doing the podcast, and we can look back on this episode, and people are like, oh, they called it. That would be nice. Because the Mummy 4 would have released.
We're gonna watch the Mummy 4 in theaters.
We
in
did
our
this.
lifetime.
We made
in
this
our
happen.
lifetime. We're gonna go to theaters together, Josh. We're gonna watch the Mummy 4. It's like yes.
So, with all that being said, bring back Brendan Fraser. If this is your first time watching our YouTube video or listening to our podcast, hope you enjoyed this content. If you're listening to us on Spotify, check out our YouTube channel. What's wrong with you?
I'm staring at the camera.
Oh, okay, fine. Cut to Neves, okay? If this is your first time watching our channel, listening to us, check out our YouTube channel where we have the video component of this episode. We also have a lot of other content up on our YouTube channel, so if you want to give that a shot, feel free to check it out. Check out our Instagram, check out our Patreon, and we will talk to you guys next time when there's the Mummy 4. Make it happen, Universal.
Hell yeah, Universal. Mummy 4.